Following a turbulent weekend that tested Russian President Vladimir Putin's leadership, reports indicate that the disbandment of the Wagner Group, a Russian mercenary organization, is now underway. According to the BBC, Russia's defense ministry has announced that the Wagner Group will surrender its weapons and equipment, and its fighters have been offered the option to join the Russian army. Alternatively, mercenaries can seek refuge in neighboring Belarus, which has been mediating between the two parties since the Wagner Group's rebellion on Saturday. During the armed event, the Wagner Group took control of strategic military sites in Rostov-on-Don, resulting in the reported deaths of at least 13 pilots. Yevgeny Prigozhin, the chief of the Wagner Group, and his fighters turned back before reaching Moscow and struck a deal with the assistance of Belarusian leader Alexander Lukashenko. The agreement saw the charges against Prigozhin dropped in exchange for his departure from the country. While a private jet linked to Prigozhin arrived in Minsk, the Belarusian capital, it remains unconfirmed whether he was on board, and the Kremlin has stated that it lacks information about his whereabouts. Prigozhin broke his silence on Monday and released an 11-minute audio statement in which he claimed that the march was in retaliation to a Russian rocket attack that resulted in the deaths of 30 Wagner fighters. He stated, "We started our march because of an injustice," emphasizing the support they received from civilians, who greeted them with Russian flags and Wagner emblems. Unlike conventional state-funded militaries, the Wagner Group operates as a private, for-profit entity with a global presence. This allows the group to function independently of the Russian state, and its command structure differs from that of the traditional Russian military. According to experts, the Wagner Group operates with significant autonomy, resembling a special forces unit, which grants its fighters greater decision-making capabilities on the ground. This autonomy contributes to their agility and dynamism, distinguishing them from the more hierarchically structured Russian military. The loss of Wagner forces may prompt Russia to compensate by deploying additional Chechen soldiers or finding alternative ways to integrate new forces. However, the absence of highly mobile Wagner fighters is expected to be a setback for Russian forces in the long run. Coinciding with the Wagner rebellion, Ukraine has launched its long-awaited spring counteroffensive. The Ukrainian Ministry of Defense tweeted on Tuesday morning that it was highly likely that they had retaken some of the territory occupied by Russia since 2014. Additionally, Ukrainian forces have reportedly liberated up to 50 square miles of territory along the southern front line since the start of the latest counteroffensive, as stated by Ukraine's Deputy Defense Minister Hanna Maliar. Ukrainian President Zelensky has expressed that Russia is facing the consequences of its invasion of Ukraine, asserting that Putin's current predicament is a direct result of his decisions to encroach upon Ukrainian territory. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel.